hope that will guide you to the next destination in your career. And now, your host, Katrina Brittingham.
Hello, everyone. This is Katrina Brittingham. I am coming to you today with another installment of Career GPS, where we inspire you to get to the next level in your career, and we give you strategies that help position you globally. I am here today to talk to you about career change. We do have a guest who will be coming on momentarily to let you know that it is okay to make a career change. Just like everything else in our lives, things change when it comes to our career. Sometimes we take a path in the career that we think will be perfect for us, and then find out that the path wasn't as perfect as we thought. The job didn't fit, the career didn't fit. Sometimes your lifestyle changes. You get married and may have to move, and the career that you were working is not as viable as it was where you moved from. I can give an example of how my career has changed over the years and evolved in a manner that I was not expecting. First, let's start with college. I had spent my whole school career training to be a doctor. I took all the science courses, I took all the math courses, I took all the courses that was going to prepare me to be the person who cured the common cold, and I was just going to be this famous doctor. Went to college. I had a school who did not really have a biology course where they had dissection. Took my first dissection class and found out why Katrina would not make a great doctor. And basically, I wouldn't make a great doctor because I don't do large quantities of blood well. I don't do the ooey gooey squishy bits of you very well. So I would not have made a great doctor. I wouldn't have made it through medical school where you have to cut a cadaver when I couldn't stand a fetal pig and trying to get into that. So that was my first career change before the career even started. And so then I went into business. And in business, I did really well. I climbed the corporate ladder. I got where I thought, I wanted to be successful, and found myself being unfulfilled for whatever reason. And part of me felt a little selfish because I spent all this time building this career and I was successful. I had everything I wanted in life, everything I needed in life, but I just was not happy and I was not satisfied with my career. And I found myself in a place where I had to make some decisions, because I really just was not satisfied. And I started networking and working my network, and I discovered that I had a passion for helping other people get to where they want to be in their career. And so in finding that out, I was able to develop the business that I have now, which led to this radio show and this radio program. And so I took a couple of different turns, to get where I am. And because I am where I am now and I took the turns that I took, then that made me, want to help other people know how to transition and that you can transition and that you are not wrong for wanting to transition, that there is help and that you can transition and you can transition on. So I do see that the guest is on the line, and I am going to introduce her on the line so we can begin the interview with her. And she is a wonderful young lady who has a business like my own, who helps people who wants to transition in their careers, and she helps people transition in their careers. So I'm just going to give you her bio, and we are going to take it from there. And apparently, okay. One moment, little snag here. I'm trying to find her bio here. Well, while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you and let you know that she has a company called She Leads Beautifully. And she definitely does that. She leads beautifully. She worked in the academic career, and helped people in career services find work. And so she is someone who saw a lot of people transition, and she helps people to get where they want to be and empowers them to where they want to be. And I am going to get her bio, but I'm going to bring her on to have her start talking, and then I'm going to read the bio for her because I don't want to take any more time. Without any further ado, I am going to bring on Uzuma, and she is going to talk to you. Hello, Uzuma, are you on the line right now? Okay. While we're waiting for her to come on, because we might be having some little difficulties, I did find her bio, thank goodness. And she is a certified career advisor and founder of She Leads Beautifully. Through this platform, she helps mid-career professional women repackage and showcase their expertise so that they can finally reach the next level in their careers. In her work, the primary areas of focus are career management, self-leadership, and personal branding. From Northwest Indiana, she serves as a full-time educator and is pursuing her doctorate in higher education leadership. And our topic today, again, is why it's okay to make a career change or pivot once you have hit mid-career. So that is an awesome topic to have, is that once you've hit mid-career, that it is okay to pivot. Okay. All right. So we are having a little bit of some things that we are working out technically. And so while we are doing that, just give us one quick second because we are getting our person on. Okay. So thank you so much for your patience while we're getting this on. Hopefully we will be able to get our speaker on in the next couple of seconds. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. She is going to be coming on in a few seconds. Thank you so very much. All right. All right. So she's coming on now. So as I was saying to you, she is very good at helping people repackage and repurpose their career management, and she is an expert in personal branding. She calls it personal branding. I like professional branding because when you're working in your career, it's your professional life and not necessarily your personal life. But personal branding is what many people in the career area says because it's yourself and it's not a company. But she's very great at that. She's good at helping people get to where they need to be and how to advertise themselves to companies to let them know that they are the best people for the position. So, I just want to just let y'all know that I just want to let y'all know that that's what she is, that she is a consummate professional. Um, and she is actually coming on the line now. So I do apologize for the delay and the technical difficulty that I had on my side trying to get the guest on, and I thank her for her patience. And she is on now. Hello, can you hear us now?
Hi, Katrina. I can hear you. Hello.
Oh, thank goodness. I was like, oh
no. No problem. I'm sitting here waiting, and I hear the music in the background, so I'm glad that we have Facebook and technology to communicate with each other, so I'm happy we got it taken care of. Thank you.
Yes. See, like I said, the consummate professional, she understands that sometimes, things happen and we were able to work out the kinks to get her on. I'm very excited to have her on the show because I really believe that she's going to give us some nuggets of knowledge to help you get to your next destination in your career. So I am going to start out with the first question. What are some reasons why women may consider making a career change after 5 to 10 years of doing the same type of work?
Well, great question. I think a lot of women and professionals in general make a career change after a number of years. And there are a variety of reasons why. There's the first one I would say is because they are bored or probably feeling unchallenged. And I think back into when I was in school and I knew the things that I wanted to do, say at 18 years old or 20-something years old in college and wanting to find a new or start entering into the workplace for the first time. And the dreams that we had back then are not going to be the same dreams and goals that we have now at the mid-career level. And so once people begin to move up the ranks in the workplace or at their chosen career and they've hit a number of milestones, to a point where they've done it all, right? And they feel like, okay, well, I've knocked, checked this one off, the box, and I've hit this goal, and I've made it, quote unquote. Now what? They feel like, okay, they've hit the top of their career. Maybe it's not the top, like they're the CEO of the organization, but they've hit certain levels where they feel like they've hit the ceiling, and they realize it's time to move on. So that's number one. And then another one might be they selected a career because they knew it would be, they would make money doing that and they could live a good lifestyle. So say, for example, they might have wanted to be a nurse because their family told them that being a nurse, you can make a lot of money. But after doing this work for so long, maybe they've gotten their LPN, they're an RN now, and they realize, well, hold on a second. I really like this and I can make a lot of money. I'm enjoying, helping and caring for people, but this really isn't my passion. I went into it because of the money, and now I really feel inside my soul that there's more that I could be doing, something different. And so that's a reason. Now, on the flip side of that, it could be because, they don't have enough money and they are like, okay, I love this. It was my passion, but really it doesn't make a lot of money. So a good example of that are probably people who are like teachers, right? Unfortunately, a lot of teachers don't make a big salary. And so there's a point where you hit a wall and realize it's time to make a change. And the last point that I want to bring up is getting to the mid-level. This is where a lot of women are getting married. They're having children and families. They might have elderly parents who they might have to care for in their homes. And so even though they're thriving and moving up, to have a seat at the table, they get to a point where they probably have to slow down a bit and have more time at home and need more flexibility. So they might make a career change. It might be temporary, but this is something that they do because they need it, because they're in a different season of their life.
And that's awesome. You bring up some great nuggets. Number one, being in a career where you're making money, you're right where you're supposed to be at that time, but you don't feel fulfilled.
Right.
And so it's like, okay, now I have to do some reevaluation, because if you're not fulfilled, all the money in the world does not make you happy. So is stepping out to see what is going to make me happy. And then you have the flip side, like you said, where you're working your passion, but you're barely. And so it's, okay, can I work my passion maybe as a hobby and then, or part-time, and then working another job that me pay my bills?
Yes, exactly. And I think